got my glasses over my eyes so I can see what's going on with the camera. Yeah, I'm sitting in the truck. It is mid-September. Yeah, mid-September. It's raining. I don't want to drown the camera, so I'm sitting in my truck in the parking lot of the Douglaston Salmon Run, where I've been fishing for the past week here. So I'm going to be a little bit lazy and not put a... I apologize for being lazy. All I got is just mountains of gear in the back of the truck, but you can't quite see where it's lit. Oh well. But I don't want to drown a camera. They're expensive, and I don't feel like getting any more wet than I was. So how's the fishing been the last week? Tough. It has been very tough. It's been very slow. The bottom end of the river, we've been getting... It's been a very light but steady trickle of fish. Just an odd fish, you know, a handful of fish coming through. Even today as I'm doing this report, we got the few fish came in during the night. They ended up in about the middle part of the DSR. Light hits the water, the fishing pressure hits the water, and these fish kind of head up to the upper part of the DSR. And really not much going on down in the bottom end like the lower clay, the S-bends. Even in the estuary, there's a handful of fish in the estuary. Seems to be we're having a slow turnover in fish. Not a lot, just a tiny turnover. Fish kind of start coming up and no real build-up anywhere. So these fish have been just very light trickling, and they've been crabby. My God, they just don't want to bite worth a hoot. We're struggling for the effort we put in for a handful of bites this week is, I mean, the guys at Fish, they put in a historic, epic effort just to get a bite. So it's been tough. Do I expect this pattern to continue? No. We go through this every year. So the flies have been getting eats on. It's been a kind of a wide mix of stuff. We've been throwing some egg-sucking leeches because we got lots of them, and the black ones and the orange heads has been working. I've been getting them on black woolly buggers, olive woolly buggers, and some smaller wet flies, a handful of different wet flies. Green butt black bear type style of wet flies we've been getting our bites on. So it's been a lot of just cover a lot of water, work through the water, hit a lot of pockets, hit a lot of pools, and just try to find a fish that wants to play. So that's what's been going on down in the bottom of the river. I don't know what's going on. Water temperatures have been a little bit warm, but reasonable. Water flows are good. We got the release from the dam at 350, and we're picking up almost around 75 to 100 CFS of runoff. So water flows are great. So water flows are excellent. I expect us to keep that flow. Like I said, we're getting some rain today. We had some rain early in the week, off and on. It's just maintenance. The water flows into the reservoir haven't really gone up much, so the ground's taking it. We've gotten things that kind of dried out a little bit over the past week. So the rain's just kind of maintaining, which is good. And we're not getting blasted or drowned or anything like that. Now, the other day, Rick and George I sent them on a bird dog mission. So they grabbed the camera. Hopefully that'll be something I can use. I can put a video up soon. We've been struggling getting some good video footage. Our stars are not showing up. The fish don't want to play. That's what happens when you work with Mother Nature. But anyways, they're upriver. They think the fly zone opened today. So by the time this is up, the lower fly fishing zone will be open. Obviously, the upper fly zone is open, and there's fish there. Rick and George did report a bunch of fish up there, but they were up there having the same problem I was having downriver with a lot of crabby fish. They just didn't want to bite. The salmon up top, and when we get them up into the fly zones, they do get a tendency to get a little crabby anyways. So what we do up there is we drop our tippet size down. Normally I use like lower river, I use like 8, maybe 12 if they're really aggressive. I use 10 pound, lower river, maybe 12 pound, depending on their behavior. Upriver, I go to 8 pound, maybe 10, because I have to have a much softer drift. I use a smaller flies. And at that point, I'm using like, I'll be tying a lot of stuff on like size 4 wet fly hooks, size 6 wet fly salmon hooks, that type of a thing. Drop your fly size down, soften up your drift, slow down your swing, and that seems to work really good with those salmon up at top. You just got to be a little bit more gentle with them and a little bit more finesse with those salmon up top, and you'll get some great eats. The other day, the whole river was off, so we don't have any, they didn't get any bites, but they said there's plenty of fish up there. It's just, I think it was just a day. But going forward, there's going to be a lot of salmon up in the upper river. I expect probably within the next few days, probably this coming week, we'll see the salmon river get back on track. It always seems to. Then we start getting our steady flows of fish. So it's nothing to panic that we had a tough week. That pattern will break. The salmon will run. Everybody asks me, well, if they're going to run today, when they're going to run. I say two things. One, conditions can and will change quickly. And the other thing I've been saying is we speculate on what the salmon are going to do, and the salmon just do what they do. So we just kind of got to keep grinding away at it, fishing smart, fishing hard. Eventually things will break loose. The fish will run through. The crabby fish up top will stop being crabby, and the river will turn on like it always does. We just got to keep working at it. I'm trying to get a fishing video up. I don't know how much good stuff I've got. I'll be looking at the what we have over the next couple of days. Maybe I can put something together. So, as always, I keep asking you to, I think it's right about there, there's a subscribe button right next to it. Hit that bell icon. Even though you subscribe, that bell icon will let you know when we put a video up or another fishing report up. And until next week, I'll have another fishing report. Until next time, hey, keep fishing, good fishing, and I'll see you folks. Oh, by the way, quick reminder, we still got hats, we still got fly boxes. If you see us, flag us down. The hats are $25, the fly boxes are $15. We're trying to buy cool camera equipment so we can do a better job of videoing for you guys. We got a kind of a shopping list of stuff we want, so we need to fund it so we can make better videos. So if you see us, we have that. So until next time, good fishing. This is Jay at JPEG Guides and Lost River Fishing. We are a year-round fly fishing catch and release guide service. We fish the Lake Ontario tributaries, and then during the spring and the summer we also fish the inland trout streams, classic dry fly fishing. During the heat of the summer we will do the warm water fishing for bass and pike. If you're interested in any of our outings or have any questions, please feel free to email us at fish@lostriversfishing.com. Hope to hear from you, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact us.